Hey, welcome back to another day, another vlog, the new studio. Hope you like it. It's still a work in progress. It's been absolute chaos for the last probably 6 weeks. Come home for break, and after 5 weeks straight at work, my lovely little niece's wedding, which was awesome. Did the photos for that. I think I did okay. It's a bit scary. And then just haven't been able to get back to work. It's just, and I think it's only till this afternoon that I got clearance to go back. So, and I've got to go into a lockdown once I land in Perth for 2 weeks. Part of the rules, nothing I can do about it. So what do you do? So, but look, we moved into a new house. We've had cleaning, doing stuff. We had a lockdown in Queensland, so couldn't get back to the house. Everything that could go wrong went wrong, and then had to move in, clean, paint, do all stuff, fix stuff, blah blah blah. So yeah, my apologies for the long break, but it's been, well, I think worthwhile. Yeah, it's good. I've got, I guess, a little own man cave and studio and setting it up. We're running the new Rode mini USB for the volume, or for the sound as well, so that's pretty cool. And today's show is laptop's running off the brand new Zendura Super Tank Pro, which I won in a competition. So I've got an unboxing and a review on that coming up, and we're going to be doing some more testing on it, so big shout out to Zendura for that. Not sponsored, but yeah, much appreciated. It is a beast of a power bank, so if you're looking for one, check it out. Also, don't forget the website merch, like this amazing little water bottle you see right here on display. Available shirts, hats, everything you can imagine. Prints are on there as well. Go check that out, support the channel. It does help me bring you a little bit better each day. So lots to talk about, going to get into it. Let's get straight away. Now, couple of things. We might go backwards before we go frontwards. The Tactica mobile torch is just dropped on Kickstarter. I'll put a link below to go and check it out. Company that did approach me and asked me to review their torch. I have tested. I had a prototype. The prototype, it's been out for about a month or so. Obviously, with all the lockdowns and stuff, I haven't had a studio, or half my gear was locked in the house for the week. I had to get it back, so it was a bit of a nightmare, and I really do apologise to them. But I did have a good look at the torch. It's a solid torch, and it's got some great abilities. And I guess the biggest and best feature for myself as a photographer, and especially one of those astrophotography and night stuff, is this ultra low light capacity. It'll go down to like 1 lumen, so just basically stuff all, which is perfect for light painting. Most lights you get are just too bright, so when you paint them, you got to try and go quickly paint it, and it just looks bad. You get a hot spot here and a decent there, so it's tricky. This is going to be really good for that. It's got a magnetic mounting system, so you can mount it to your shirt when you're hiking as well, which is good. They're redoing a lot of things, which, well, from our feedback, they've redone a lot of things and upgrading a lot of things, and it's going to be a solid unit. It's got a bike mount, so it'll attach straight to your bike. It's using solid Cree lenses, which is really good, LED lenses, so that's awesome. Magnetic lanyard, so you can have to your wrist that pulls in and out. USB-C charging, no micro USBs or anything like that, so good quality. Runs an 18650 battery, and it's got a lot of stuff that you're going to really appreciate, so definitely go check that out. It'll charge. It's got a fast charge system that they upgraded from the one I tested, so that's going to be roughly 30 minutes. It'll get you back to 50%. You can use it to even charge your phone as well, so many good things about it. Solid aluminium, probably anodized. I think there's two colors. I think they believe they're bringing out a silver, which I was testing, and there's like an orangey sort of rusty red as well, so it gives you a couple options. But check the link out below, go check them out, and again, to Tactica, thanks for letting us have an opportunity to check that out. It was really good, and just one of those periods in the channel's life where just everything could go wrong, went wrong, and we just didn't have access to a lot of things we would have liked to. But see more on that. We'll run through a bit more as we go in the next week or so, because we're going to be locked up in a room. We'll talk more about it. But it is live now, and you can go get a pre-order, save yourself some money. Great little torch to whack in your backpack when you're out shooting. So very, very cool. The other big one, and look, big fans of Zendura. Obviously, I've got cords, I've got the earphones, I've got power banks. I've been a big fan of the travel adapter, which is the first one I ever got off them. Always good gear and always really good to get back to you and talk to you. Great little company, so no problems at all at recommending these guys. They have a new big one on over on Indiegogo. That's the Super Base Pro. So if you're camping a lot, you're doing a lot of work outside where you need a lot of power, there's a few options out there. Super Base Pro from Indiegogo, or sorry, not Indiegogo, from Zendura, is a beast of a machine. This is you've got two options: a 1500 or a 2000. High quality battery cells, so they'll do like 6,000 cycles. Just crazy stuff. Built-in 4G LOT, so you've got wireless connection through an app. So wherever you are, as long as you've got 4G signal, you can control the thing. So if you've got it powering your caravan at home or something, you want to turn it on, which will then turn the aircon on or something like that before you come back from wherever. If you're out fishing or something, you can basically, if you're along your reception, you could turn it on, put the power on and kick that aircon on, and away you go. So stuff like that makes a big difference. Wheels, rugged wheels with like a airport, like a travel bag sort of type deal. So that's pretty cool. Very easy to use and handle. Battery's obviously heavy and dense. It's got a lot of batteries in there. So small, compact, tiny, but you've got a nice handle with wheels, so you don't have to lift it or carry it around, and which is great for all people when they're trying to chuck it in their car and stuff like that. So very, very cool. Lots of great features. Definitely one to check out. These units aren't cheap no matter what brand you get. If you do get in on a super early bird deal on the 2000, there's only 83 out of 200 so far gone. They've already hit their target, so they're flying up really quickly, so you want to get in quick. 1,800 bucks Australian. They are shipping to Australia at the moment. That's for the 2000, and for the 1500, it's about 1,400 bucks Australian. So definitely a deal I would look at if you are camping a lot. You're looking for a portable power solution. This is one that I could definitely recommend from their other items they've put out and their quality of their company so far and their customer service. Definitely one to go check out and to get in early on and grab one for the next camping trip, or when you're outdoors shooting and doing a lot of photography or video or anything like that, and you need to be able to charge and power everything. You don't have 55,000 extension cords. This is another great solution for that, so definitely go check that one out. Also, now we talked about the Nissi Bluetooth wireless remote shutter control. It wasn't coming to Australia for a bit. I did get hold of Nissi Australia, and they did get me one on order as a favour, which was very nice of them. Thank you, Nissi Australia. And it is now for sale in Australia on their store. And the beauty is there's still the 20% discount they've currently got on their promotion for lockdown, which is fantastic of them. Great to see them supporting poor old Aussies that are locked down in New South, basically everywhere. 3/4 of the country's either locked down or partial lockdown or some sort of restriction. So it's very nice of them to do that. It keeps their employees working, I guess, and it keeps the fun tickets ticking over. So 49 bucks it is to buy in Australia. 20% off, you'll get down to $39. So that's good. And the cable's normally 10 bucks. I think it comes down to 8. So basically you can get it under the price of a standard one with the cable that you require for each camera. Now make sure you do have your model. If you've got multiple cameras, you may need to get multiple cables. Just be aware of that. But it'll work with the Nissi ND filter app. So if you have used that before, you know it's pretty darn easy to use. Well, this makes it even easier. Plugs in, it'll control your camera for you. Tickety-boo. We all know the Canon app is a little bit painful, and especially with long exposure, not much fun. So definitely go check that one out. Car news. Pretty cool one. The new Lamborghini reinvented the Countach, and it's a hybrid. Wow, and does it look amazing. It's got a bit of Cyan in there, that Cyan version car, but it's also got a lot of the Countach, those big grills on the side, big ports on the side. Obviously, they're not for exhaust or inlets anymore, like the whole Concharge. This is purely for aesthetics, I guess. But what an amazing beast of a car. It is looking very, very smooth. I'll just give you some stats on that. It has 600 kilowatts. Oh, sorry, the old Countach model, old Countach, was 335 kilowatt with 500 newton meters torque. The new one now 600, so nearly double, and 500 and what's it? 720 newton meters of torque. So nearly as much as my Touareg, funnily enough, which is a diesel. But what a beast! Yeah, that thing is gonna fly. It's got a V12 normally aspirated and another 25 kilowatts from a super capacitor powered 48 volt electric motor mounted directly onto the 7-speed clutch. So pretty darn cool. 2.8 seconds 0 to 100. So that's I think the other cars in that range, other than Tesla, you're looking at, say, a Nissan GDR or like a Porsche hypercar, or those multi-million-dollar cars out there. They're all around that 2.5 to 2.8. Pretty cool. It'll do 355 top speed, and they're only making 112 of these. So very, very cool. Now they're estimating about 3.5 million Australian. There's 112 of these worldwide. You'd be lucky if you could get one. If you did get one, it's probably going to be more than 3.5 million. And I'd say you'd be looking at least 4 million if you wanted to get it in Australia. And then whatever taxes you want on top of that, it'd pretty much going to blow the budget pretty hard. Very, very cool though, and looks amazing. Go check that one out. It's gorgeous. Countach always make cars that stand out and make you drool as a teenager, like they were the cars of the Countach. Oh wow, I want a Countach. That'll be amazing. Still got those big Countach scissor doors. So very, very cool. Now also something that you don't hear about. We've talked about electric cars, scooters, skateboards, all those things are talked about, but why not boats? Well, boats I think are coming. They're going to have the same issues once internal combustion engines all get banned everywhere around 2035. I think most countries are doing that. And the Arc One Electric Speedboat is probably one of the first iterations where it's, I guess, making an attempt to get into that era and get a chunk of that market. There's a big market there for electric in boats. I guess that batteries and salt water are not the best mix. I guess that's always been a bit of an issue, and then how to get the horsepower and the speed and to drive these things and without weighing 5 billion tons. So always an issue with weight in a boat. So the Arc One Electric Speedboat, rocket engineers have built this one. It's not so cheap. It's 300,000 US to buy. So it's like everything new. You need the mega rich to come and buy a heap of them. The money goes in, and then they start making more, then more and more, and the cost keeps coming down. That old economy of scale trick. And look, pretty cool. 24-foot aluminium construction. So that's pretty cool because we do use a lot of aluminium boats here in Australia. So it's on the right, sort of heading the right way. 475 horsepower, top speed of 40 mile an hour. So that's probably about 65, 70 Ks. That is pretty darn good. That's going to keep up the speed of most boats that like you're going to pay around 100 grand for. So 300 grand, it's not far away. I can see it in the future. Definitely something there. Cutting edge tech, obviously, and well, it's not going to be the speedboat or anything like that, or high, as I said, super flash boats at the moment. But this is, I guess, that first boat. It's like the original Tesla Speedster. No one could afford it. No one was going to buy it, but people will buy this. They'll have the first electric boat that works and actually drives and does some decent speed, and then it will start to flow on and change. So could Arc One be the Tesla of the water world? Very interesting and something to look at. So yeah, what's happening? Well, I hope you like the new studio. We'll be doing more. I think I need to get some more lights in here and a bit more background. I'm trying to do a little bit. We'll do some tours, I guess, whenever I get back. It's going to be, I've got to go for 3 months this time. So It's a shame. I've just sort of got this ready and I'm now going to fly out and go do something else. Anyway, I'll talk to you all soon. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate you hanging around and checking in on us. And we'll see you all soon on the next episode. Whether you're going this way, that way, I'll see you tomorrow from Perth. Peace.